Alright, what's going on, people? I've been meaning to make this video. I hate making these kind of videos, man, because I told y'all my next video, I was going to talk about buying used trucks. The reason why I hate talking about buying used trucks, because I had 2 used trucks before. And the 2 used trucks I had before kicked my motherfucking ass. I'm gonna be real with y'all. They kicked my ass. But it's like, now I understand why they kicked my ass. And I'm gonna tell y'all why they kicked my ass. Alright. First reason, one, I'm not a mechanic. I hate like working with my hands. Like I do stuff out in the yard and stuff, but I don't like getting my hands all greasy. I kinda got bulky hands. I can't hardly get them in the tight spots. I don't like cutting my hand and getting the oil inside the cut. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was in Atlanta, and when I first moved to Atlanta, I didn't have the money to pay somebody to change out my alternator. I had the money for the alternator though, so I did it myself. Man, it was a cold day. It was so cold, man. And I was trying to get my hands down in there, and it was getting dirty and oily, and my nose was running. And when I say my nose, and I wanted to wipe my face, but all that oil was on my hand, so it was like dried up snot on my face, oil on my hands. My hands was, you know how your hands go numb? My hands was numb because it was so cold outside. And I was trying to get that alternator. I remember a boat fell down in it, and I was trying to get the boat, and my forearm getting like caught up in the engine. I couldn't hardly get it because my forearm was too damn fat. And I'm like, man, I was up there for a long ass time, man. I think I was outside for like 45 minutes. And this one of them, when it was cold out, you know when it's cold when you don't even want to go check the mailbox cold? It was one of them colds. But I had to do interviews and stuff, so I had to get my car fixed. Man, I hate that. And the other time, when I was in school, I was in college, and I was trying to save money, trying to do my own oil changes. And once I did the math on how much I was paying, I was only saving like $4, $5 to do my own oil change. So I'm like, okay, I'm out here for an hour trying to change my oil. And now I got to take the oil back, drive down to the place to drop the oil off. And this is what happened when I went to go drop the oil at the AutoZone. Their tank was full, their oil tank was full, so they couldn't take my oil. And I had to leave it in the back of my car. And I forgot it back there. Now we was up in the mountains, so we going up and down hills and parking on the side of hills, and the oil started leaking out of the container, spilled all over my trunk. So when I started going home, I couldn't even put my luggage in the back because I didn't want the oil to seep through my luggage, and my clothes smelling like goddamn WD-40 and goddamn Quaker steak or whatever that junk called me. I was Rotella. I'm like, man, I hate that shit, man. I hate it. I'm not a mechanic by trade, by nothing. I don't like it. So if you're a mechanic, if you walk around with a wrench in your back pocket, you know what I'm saying, if you one of them kind of people that know all the numbers to the truck engines and all, hey, if you that kind of person, there you go. You might can do a used truck. If you one of them kind of people that like putting mods on stuff and changing out lights just because they got a different color shine to them, yeah, you might be a person that can get a used truck and be happy with that. With me, I want to buy something, I want it to work. And I know it's going to tear up, I'm not crazy, but I want it to work long enough so I can save up money so when it tear up, I can pay on something. But if you do buy a used truck, these are some of the things you got to be aware of. I said, this is why I hate buying used trucks. Alright, if you buy a used truck, try to buy a truck that's coming off of Fleet maintained truck from JB Hunt, Schneider, Swift, one of these big carriers. These carriers that got thousands of trucks. The reason why you want to do that is because these guys pull these trucks at a certain amount of miles. So some of these trucks are still good and they just pull them because it's time to pull them. Now, understand the fleet manager has did the math on these trucks, and they find out the majority of the problems that we don't feel like fixing happen around this time. So we're going to pull the trucks around this time. 50 miles before all the foolishness start happening, normally we're going to pull the trucks. So we don't have to deal with that. We're going to let the next owner deal with that. So keep that in mind. They pull these trucks before the problems start happening. So when you get a new used truck, you're gonna have problems. You might get lucky and get a stud truck but most of the time it's just miles, bumps, time, things are gonna happen. Wear and tear. Alright. The other thing about it, when I got my warranty, I paid for a warranty, and everything sounded good what they were telling me. I mean, a lady just told me the other day about the warranty she was getting, and it sounds good. The warranty sounds so fucking promising. But when I got my truck, everything that happened to my truck wasn't up under fucking warranty. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm thinking I should have kept that warranty money in my pocket, and I could have been paying for some of the stuff that was happening. Because some of the stuff, the warranty was like $3,000. Some of the stuff that was happening was like $1,200. So I could have paid that. Some was like $18,000. So the two things that happened with my truck, I could have paid both of them with the $3,000 that the warranty didn't cover. You know what I'm saying? The $3,000 warranty that I purchased didn't cover the $3,000 worth of work I had to get done. So it was like, God damn, I was getting mad. Like, who can I get mad with? Though I read it, and but I'm not that mechanical guy. I don't really know what happens, what goes wrong, and most of the stuff that they know is gonna go wrong, most of the time they don't cover that stuff because they don't really want to pay to get it fixed. Understand this. What's the other thing about getting a used truck? Oh, the big kicker, upside down. All right, with my truck, y'all see my baby behind me. Y'all see my baby? And I'm about to do something legendary too. My cousin, he had it again. You know, so I got him on a 5-week. Now he done threw another little jab at me. He'll try to kick me when he think he got a little head start. He'll try to kick me now. And I had to go and show him on Big Cuz. I had to show him, hey, on Big Cuz, baby, I don't lose too often now. But what we doing is, well, hold on, that's the next video. That's the next video. I'll tell y'all about the legendary moves your boy about to make. And it's all because my baby. All because my baby, she making it possible. One Eye Willie. Hold on, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all see the one eye. For the people that don't know. You know what I'm saying? For the people that don't know. You see the one eye. That one eye got a black eye over here. And over here we got a good eye over here. This eye good over here. So I'm saying that's One Eye Willie right there, man. One eye been doing this thing. But so here we go. My truck right here, I got 28,000 left on my truck. So with 28,000 left on my truck, I'm still gonna have a lot of good years left in my truck. A lot of good years left in my truck. I'm talking about probably at least 2 clean years, and probably I can squeeze maybe 4 years out of it. I mean, I'm gonna have to repair stuff here and there, but no truck, no. You know what I'm saying? That's good gangster living right there. Vacationing, partying in Montego Bay, out there getting it, still making money. Like I can live that kind of lifestyle once I pay One Eye Willie out. So what it is, man? So alright. So I got 28 left on my truck, right? I looked my truck up in truck books, seeing like first it was like kind of like step for step. Like every time I paid my truck down, and I looked at other trucks, it was like around 100 some thousand, 70 or 80 some thousand, 70 some. They were kind of like neck and neck. But once I got up on the 40,000 mark, it stopped. The truck books, the price hung in there at 45. I'm still paying my truck down. So my truck finna be paid off. But if you was to buy my truck with the same amount of miles on it, you're gonna pay about 50 for it. But now I only owe 28 on my truck. So even though I had to go through those years of paying my truck, now I'm finna see the glory on the back end. The glory will come to me because on the back end, I'm gonna have some good years with no truck note. So if you buy a used truck, If you buy just think about this right here now. If you buy my used truck, not for the 28 that is rough right now, for 45, 50, I'm gonna have to start repairing this truck more and more and more because it's older. More stuff I'm gonna have to repair on it. My cousin just told me, my cousin almost got 100 more thousand miles on his truck than I have on mine. Like, I still got a warranty on my truck. My cousin, his warranty is done. He over 600,000 miles on his truck. And he was telling me, he said, I done fixed almost everything on my truck except for my engine and my drivetrain. Listen to me. So, he done fixed almost everything. Engine, drivetrain, and he hasn't done this DEF box yet. He done DEF filters and all that kind of stuff, got that shit cleaned and all that, but he hasn't done his box yet. So the DEF, the drive shaft, the transmission, and the engine are the only things he haven't replaced yet. And his truck is paid off. So all the little knick-knack things will beat you up when you're in the shop when you got an older truck. When my truck is paid off, when I have to start fixing all this little knick-knack stuff, I won't have no note on it. I will not have a note. So if I need to be down for a few days, I can kick back and relax. And I got money in the bank to pay that. When you just get in the truck and all these little knick-knack stuff going on, you trying to make a payment and this stuff going on, and now it's frustrating. So that's why I try to tell cats to get a new truck. Like my homie that got a new truck over here. His truck messed up. He put it in the shop. He was down for a few days. But guess what? He walked out of there, he didn't have to pay nothing. He didn't have to pay nothing because he had a warranty on it. He called the lady and told her about what happened. She put some of his money back on what he had to pay for that week. So he didn't go far in the hole. So that's the advantages of having a new truck with that warranty kicking in. Boy, kicking, you walk out of there clean. It ain't nothing like walking out of a place like a Freightliner that'll rape you and TA that'll rape you, and then knowing you don't have to pay nothing. Boy, cause they will, when I say rape you, they ain't put no grease on it, boy. They straight getting you now. But so that's my thing about buying a used truck. If you're gonna buy one, understand how to talk people down, because most time they got these trucks up another 8,000 more than what they really worth. Understand the real value of the truck. The real value of the truck. Understand the problems that happen to these kind of model trucks around this time frame. But that's about it, people. If you want to come on over here to Schneider, holler at me. Hit me up, towardspatrick@gmail.com. Leave me your name and number and your city and state, and I'll hit you back. And I'll let you know what your options are, man. All right, people, I'm out of here. Gone.